These are Simpson Gillespie's living legends.
Today we celebrate Nichelle Sublett, a living legend. Nichelle is the newly crowned 2018 Mrs. North Carolina America. Nichelle was born in 1982 in Toledo, Ohio, the oldest of three children, to Doctors Michelle and Ocean Wynn. Nichelle's family moved to the Queen City in 1988 and joined Simpson Gillespie in 1989. She attended Charlotte Latin School from 1st through the 12th grade, graduating in 2000. Nichelle did her undergraduate studies at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where she was a cheerleader and a cheer captain. She obtained her Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology in 2004. Following her graduation from UNC, she attended Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia, and received her master's degree in medical science in 2007 and was inducted into the Beta Kappa Chi Scientific Honor Society. She has been a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority since 2006 when she pledged the Alpha Zeta Omega chapter in Durham. Nichelle and her husband Harold will be married for 5 years come April. She is a physician liaison for Carolina's healthcare system and a former pharmaceutical sales representative for Novartis Pharmaceuticals Corporation. She is an active volunteer and a role model for the women of North Carolina. Nichelle serves her community through her efforts as a 6-year board member of RAIN, an active member of AKA sorority, and as the founder of Stand Up Charlotte, an organization dedicated to mentoring African American boys. She plans to bring awareness to infertility and pregnancy loss, which affects 1 in 6 couples. Nichelle spends her time as Mrs. North Carolina speaking, volunteering, attending events, promoting her platform, mentoring youth, and preparing for the Mrs. America pageant, which will take place in Las Vegas this upcoming August.
Good morning. I'm here with Nichelle Sublett. Nichelle, I speak for Reverend Carter and the congregation when I say we are very proud of you and your accomplishments.
Thank you very much. That's very kind. I appreciate all the support of the congregation.
You're welcome. Please tell me, what inspired you to compete for the title of Mrs. North Carolina America?
So I was inspired to compete for the title because I felt like it was a way that I could make a difference in this community. I love North Carolina. North Carolina is my home state. We moved here when I was in the 1st grade. And I felt like it was a way that I could really give back to society while using my gifts and talents. And I know with Mrs. North Carolina, I will go on to compete for Mrs. America, which is in August, and that will be in Las Vegas. But in the meantime, I was really interested in getting out into the community and going to different counties in North Carolina and meeting people. I love meeting people. I love interacting with new people. And I realized several years ago that apparently I really enjoy doing things that I am afraid of. And I saw a woman say one time on a TV show that that's what she liked to do, was things that she was afraid of. And I said, that's me. Like, it just clicked all of a sudden that ever since I was, I think, a young child, probably 5 years old, whether it was gymnastics or diving, running track, trying out for cheerleading at UNC Chapel Hill, and then becoming a cheerleader there, or being an AKA, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, yes. I just really enjoy things that push me and challenge me. And I think Mrs. North Carolina was an example of that because I had never done a pageant before. It was my first pageant. I did work with a pageant coach though, and also got a lot of advice from friends of mine who have been in pageants in the past. And I know one in particular really encouraged me to compete for Mrs. North Carolina. She thought I was doing great work with RAIN, which is the Regional AIDS Interfaith Network here in Charlotte. They're an AIDS organization. And I served as a board member there for 6 years. And then I also started a mentoring group at Bruns Academy called Stand Up Charlotte. So we have young men who go out and mentor the young boys there, the 5th and 6th grade boys. So I thought this was a great way to kind of elevate that platform. And then I also have a personal platform of my personal journey with infertility and pregnancy loss. I really wanted to promote that because I feel like in the African American community, at least, people don't really talk about that kind of thing, and it's not out there. And I just really wanted to spread awareness that it's something that affects our community also, and wanted to inspire hope and help give women just that inspiration to keep fighting for their family and to keep going, and even in the face of adversity, to just have resilience and be able to keep moving. So all of that combined really is why I wanted to try it.
Wow, that is really awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, now tell me this. How has this experience as a Black woman, how has this experience, or how is this experience impacting your life today?
Well, first, I will start by saying that I'm only the second Black Mrs. North Carolina to ever be crowned, which is unfortunate since it's 2018.
That's right.
The first was crowned in 2016. But as a Black woman and being Mrs. North Carolina, I found that the Black community has really wrapped their arms around me. They've supported me. They've invited me to events, invited me to speak. I've met just so many inspirational men and women in our community. And I'm happy to be a part of that. I think that I've always enjoyed being a part of something bigger than myself, whether, as I mentioned, whether it was Alpha Kappa Alpha or being a cheerleader at UNC. I just enjoy being part of larger organizations, and I think that the Mrs. America organization does so much good. We have women that are building their confidence and out promoting platforms all over the country. I think it's just something that gives us a voice, whether you're a wife or a mother or anyone can be inspired.
That is very good, very inspirational.
Thank
and
you.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. And that's why you are a living legend.
Thank you very much.